Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. So I hope everybody's doing well. That was People Get Ready, Curtis Mayfield, I think. Curtis Mayfield. I want to talk about double stops today. A lot of people know double stops and they don't know Johnny Be Good, you know. That sort of thing, you know, and great. Double stops are really great in rock and roll, but there's so much more to double stops. The way I kind of view double stops is it's almost like you're playing a harmony to your part that you're playing. Like take a line like there, I'm in the key of D, and it's D major, so think D major pentatonic. If you don't know D major pentatonic, it's this. If you're not sure of that, slow the video down and go over it, but it's D, E, F sharp, A, B, D, E, F sharp, right? If you're not sure of that, go through and check it out. It's basically B minor pentatonic, if you know that. B minor, D major, they're the same thing, right? And if I take a... And all I've done there is I've played the D and the A note together. And then the next note in the scale would be a B note. So play those together. And then the next note... Just put a little slide on that one. And you just have a more interesting melody idea now. Hear that a lot of soul music, a lot of soul guitar players and funk guitar players and stuff like that. But particularly the soul guys do that kind of thing. What's that? Think about that for a second. And then there's that Paul McCartney thing, which is just beautiful guitar playing. But that's the idea. It could just go, but it's far more interesting to go. So how do you work on that in your playing? Well, let's take the D major pentatonic scale we did a minute ago. And let's just harmonize those all as double stops. Now I realize I'm going over these really quickly, and that's mostly because if you're not catching this, then just go back and rewind the video and just watch it over and over again till you get it. And also you can slow the speed down in YouTube. That's a really useful feature. So do that if you're not really catching this in real time, and that's all good. And then try and make melodies out of it. Now double stops don't just have to be, like there I was playing all the, whichever note and the string below. They could also be like, those are super useful, you know, like larger intervals. Or they could also be where one note, these are the ones that I think are cool. So when you have one note that stays where it is, like an A note here, we have an E on the bottom, and you, right, it's very, you hear that in some country stuff, you definitely hear that in soul music. So there I went, the D note on the top, 10th fret, and I kind of hammer on the note below. Now, of course, that's all in one key. You can do this when you're moving through different keys or different chords or different sounds. It can go wherever you can imagine, right? So you can see it's a very powerful tool to be able to use. So there I went, I had this D and F sharp, and then E and G, and I'm essentially going to F sharp and A, but I put a chromatic passing in between, and I went. That's something I hear Chris Kane doing a lot of. Right, it's really powerful, and you can use that in any number of tunes. So start exploring double stops, and not just in a rock and roll way, right? In a R&B context, a funk context, a soul context, even a jazz context. You know, something like I don't know, All the Things You Are. So you can see they're a really powerful tool. So that's double stops. You can do triple stops, 3 notes, but to me, once you're getting to that point, you're really getting into chords. You know, because a 3 note chord, the 3 notes can potentially be a chord, especially if you play it against a different bass note. So for example, if I play A, D, and F sharp, like a D major triad, but I put the bass player plays a B note. Now we have B minor 7, and to me, so now you're implying a B minor 7 chord. So really that's getting into more chord melody, even though we're not, you could think of it as triple stops. But really double stops is where it is. And they can apply chords too, no question. So say you have an F sharp and an A, your bass player has a D. Now you've implied a triad. That's cool. Great. Anyway, give it a go. Double stops. I find them super useful and something I use in my playing quite a bit. Anyway, my name's Nick Granville. Thanks so much for watching. I post to YouTube every day, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you've got any questions about stuff you want to know, leave them in the comments below. I appreciate everybody's support. I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching it. Thanks very much. Cheers.